My mother treated us like inconveniences she couldn't wait to leave, so we treated her like she succeeded, and she regretted everything once she realized what she'd lost. The doorbell rang during my college graduation party in our backyard. We had 50 guests mingling around white folding chairs, and my mom Linda was checking the buffet table for the third time to make sure everything was perfect. I opened the door expecting my roommate who was running late, but instead, Georgia stood there. She was my birth mother who had vanished the day I turned 16, and she looked exactly like I remembered her. She was still wearing clothes meant for someone half her age with too much perfume, and that nervous laugh she did when she felt guilty. My stomach clenched the moment I saw her. "Sweetie," she said breathlessly as she shifted her weight from foot to foot. "I know this is unexpected, but I heard about your graduation, and I just had to come because I couldn't miss my baby getting her nursing degree." I immediately stepped outside and closed the door behind me because the last thing I needed was her ruining this day. "How the hell did you even know about this?" I asked, keeping my voice low so the guests wouldn't hear. "I've been keeping tabs through Facebook and mutual friends. You know how it is. And I'm so proud of what you've all accomplished with Jake's electrician business, Emma's teaching career, and now you're a nurse, which is just incredible." The audacity of her words knocked the wind out of me. This woman had the nerve to say she was proud when she had literally counted down days on our kitchen calendar until she could legally abandon us. She missed every graduation, every birthday, and every single moment that mattered while Dad raised 3 broken kids alone as she was off finding herself. She continued talking, completely oblivious to my rage. "I want to make amends because I'm in therapy now, and my therapist thinks I should reconnect with my children since I realize now what I gave up, you know, for closure and healing." Before I could tell her exactly where she could put her closure, the door opened behind me and my sister Emma appeared in her sundress, holding a champagne glass. "Everything okay?" she asked, looking between us with practiced confusion. "Dad's looking for you because it's speech time." She looked at Georgia with polite confusion, showing zero recognition in her performance. Georgia's face lit up with desperate hope as she reached toward my sister. "Emma, honey, it's me, it's Mom, and oh my God, you look so grown up because you have my eyes." Emma stared at her for a long moment with her face carefully blank before turning to me with practiced concern. "Should I get Dad?" she asked innocently. This woman seems lost, and maybe she needs help. The words hit Georgia like ice water, and I watched her smile crack as the rejection sank in. My brother Jake walked up just then, still wearing his work boots because he'd come straight from a job site, and he looked between us with fake confusion. "What's going on?" he asked casually. "Mom's cutting the cake soon." Georgia tried again with her voice shaking as she reached out toward him. "Jake, sweetheart, it's me, and I know it's been 8 years, but surely you remember your mother." Jake looked genuinely puzzled as he glanced toward the backyard. "Our mom's in the backyard wearing the yellow dress," he said matter-of-factly. He studied Georgia's face with fake confusion before adding, "Ma'am, I think you might have the wrong house because this happens sometimes with these cookie-cutter neighborhoods." Dad appeared next with his reading glasses still perched on his head from working on his speech. "Everything all right out here?" he asked, though his eyes showed he knew exactly what was happening. Emma explained with false kindness, "This woman thinks she's our mother, so should we call someone?" That's when Georgia finally understood what was happening. We weren't confused and we weren't forgetful, but instead, we had decided years ago that if she didn't want to be our mother, then she wasn't. In our reality, our only mother was Linda, who had moved in to help Dad, who had taught me to drive, and who had held Emma through her first heartbreak. Georgia's tears fell down her cheeks. "But I gave birth to you, and I was married to your father, so I'm your real mother." I looked at my siblings and then back at her with cold eyes. "Our real mother is the woman who wanted us. Biology doesn't make you a parent, because staying does." Emma gently touched Georgia's arm with mock sympathy. "I think you should go because this is my sister's big day." As Georgia stumbled back toward the street, she turned one last time with tears streaming down her face. "I made one mistake 8 years ago. Don't I get a second chance?" I spoke for all of us with a steady voice. "You counted down 1,000 days until you could leave us, so don't pretend like you care." We watched her drive away and then went back to the party where Linda was waiting with a concerned look on her face. Dad just kissed her forehead and whispered, "Nothing important, just someone at the wrong address." The DJ announced it was speech time, and as Dad raised his glass to toast my achievement, he said, "To my daughter, who learned that family isn't about blood but about who shows up."